Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl CartaMiaLisa, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I know it's supposed to be Vlogmas, and you probably heard this for however many videos because they're all gonna drop at once at this point. But what better topic than to talk about, since this is my circumstance, than consistency. But before we get into that topic, let's go ahead and make sure we click that subscribe button, join the family. I mean, who doesn't want to stay inspired, motivated, and uplifted? I know I do. I know I do. So, I mean, come on. And nobody can be you better than you can be you. So, why not be you the best way? And I can do that for you by keeping you inspired, motivated, and uplifted. I mean, like, yeah. So, really quickly, I did not do a weekly motivation last week. I took the week off to recenter myself because during the holiday season, well, it's still the holiday season, but during the holiday that just passed, which was Thanksgiving, I was out of town and I thought I was prepared, but I kind of felt overwhelmed and it kind of set me back, which is how we ended up here and not on track with Vlogmas. But I am adamant about getting these videos up. It's some really great content. So that is what led us to this topic. And the topic is consistency. Now, I believe that many of us have already heard
Be consistent.
The key is consistency. Consistency is the key.
You have to be consistent.
Just do it and then stay consistent.
consistent. Yes, I know. But I feel like not many people discuss how to be consistent and what consistency really looks like, and what things to set in place so that you don't find yourself in a situation where you fall behind or you fall off track or you fall off schedule and then mess up everything that you worked so hard for, or find yourself in a circumstance where, you know, you messed up. So we're going to talk a little bit about consistency and how to stay consistent and what consistency really means. Number one, being consistent means sticking to something in a manner that you delegated for oneself, right? So like consistency can be every day. It can be every other day. It can be every week. It can be every other week. It can be every month. It can be every couple of months. But the key is whatever schedule you have, you stick to it. That is consistency. And I know I did not pull up like a Webster's dictionary. We can easily pull up a dictionary definition, and then I'll get into what consistency looks like for oneself. So the dictionary definition is consistent, acting or done in the same way over time, especially so as to be fair or accurate. Another definition is unchanging in nature, standard, or effective over time. And then one last definition, it says of an argument or set of ideas in parentheses, not containing any logical contradictions. Okay, meaning the same across a span of time. So the first way to stay consistent is to set a schedule that makes sense for yourself, meaning saying I'm going to post every day, and you have soccer, you have a 9 to 5, you have grocery shopping that you have to do twice a week, you have a kid to pick up and drop off to school and or activities, may not be the best schedule for you. Okay. That is not a smart schedule. So the first thing you have to do is assess your life, right? Okay, I want to get in shape. How do I get in shape? All right, things I can do to get in shape are eating differently, working out, getting more sleep, drinking more water. Okay, how can I now get consistent with these things in my life? Water you can drink daily. You can say, all right, every day with lunch, I'll have a bottle of water. That's you getting consistent drinking water. All right, I work from 8 to 5. I get off. I don't have to worry about picking up my kid until 6 because they have their after school curriculum. Maybe I can get a 30-minute workout in because my job has a gym, or maybe I work from home so I can get to the gym in time while still having time to pick up my kid. Then you can say, but I don't want to overwhelm myself. What if my kid has a game? So I'll do that 3 times a week. And to be even more efficient, I'll focus my 3 times of the week towards that Saturday that's open since I don't have work. Boom. That's a schedule that makes sense. All right. Posting, for example, myself, I opted to only post 3 videos a week. I wanted to make sure I was posting in a way where I could reach as many people as possible, but also not overwhelm myself with editing. And honestly, that has worked out really, really well for me, other than me trying to calculate when I'm not home, because everything is pretty much already set in place for me as far as where I film at. And that's something that now I know I need to be more aware of so that I don't become inconsistent. And that has shown to help me. My engagement has gone up, subscribers have gone up, and things of that nature. That's from scheduling in a way that makes sense for my personal daily activities. Okay? Consistency. Another thing is when you pick the thing that you want to be consistent about. I'll use working out again. It's also just being realistic about what you want. Why do you want it? Because it's hard to stay consistent for something that you don't really want. An example of that would be, okay, I want to get in shape because I want to look like an Instagram model, but you really don't care for any Instagram models. You don't necessarily actually have a problem with your body. You're not going to be consistent, right? Because you don't want it for yourself. You don't want to get in shape because your health is deteriorating. You don't want to get in shape because, growing up, you felt like you loved yourself more with the shape that you had, and then you kind of stopped caring and you got out of shape for whatever your vision of in shape is. That's going to make you more likely to be consistent. But if it's about because people on the internet are saying this is the right body, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't see anything wrong with your body. Every time you're supposed to go to the gym, you're not going to go. You're not, because you don't, and you're having an internal conversation that's telling you there's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
Nothing. So it's not going to work. But like, God forbid you have a heart condition or had a stroke, or let's say you go to the mall with your child and you walk the mall and you're winded, you're out of breath, and you're like, why am I like this? Why do I feel this way? And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm out of shape. Like, I can't even walk around the mall with my kid and breathe properly. Now you're going to be more prone to changing your lifestyle and getting in shape. Therefore, when you schedule a time to go to the gym, or you make your grocery list and you adjust some of the things that you shop for, or you're saying, okay, you know what, maybe if I don't buy these things, I'll cook differently, you're going to actually do it because you're going to remember that moment that you didn't like. The key is you have to want it for yourself, not because someone else said you should want it, not because someone else said you should do it, not because you see others doing it, but because you want it for yourself, because you're tired of looking at dark spots on your skin. So you're going to figure out a skin regimen that works for you. Okay? That's why you do it. Not because society says you have to have perfect skin, because I'm going to be quite clear with you. There are plenty of people that don't have perfect skin that have an amazing life, and they've been okay with it because that is just how their skin is. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like whatsoever. Now, if you have your skin is breaking out and it's causing you pain, absolutely you should fight to try to figure out how to make it better for yourself, because it's causing you pain. It's that simple. Another important factor to staying consistent is to not allow other people to throw you off your routine. I know that sounds really weird, but if it's something that you're doing because you want it, everyone is not going to understand, right? Because they want to spend time with you. So, or they're used to spending time with you a certain way. Maybe you feel like you want to get closer to God because you realize your life is just not the way you want it to be. You don't have any peace, and you feel like getting closer to God will grant you peace. But everyone in your life is in your life because you met them partying, drinking, smoking, or doing a bunch of things that you feel like doesn't align with what your belief of God is. So they might say, hey, I know you have church tomorrow, but this club is popping. Come party with me tonight. And you might have to say no because you're not going to be able to make it to service. And this is your service that you said you were going to go to. And they're going to say, oh my goodness, like you can wake up in the morning, set an alarm, like come on, go out. You should not go if you know that you're going to turn that alarm off, silence that alarm, snooze the alarm, not hear the alarm, forget to set the alarm, but you have set this routine to make it to at least 2 Sundays out of the month, and this is supposed to be your second Sunday. Don't listen to what they're telling you because they're not necessarily trying to keep you from going to church. They just want you to go with them, right? They just want to be in your presence. And if they care about you and they love you and they respect you and they understand that this is who you want to be, they'll let it go. And then they'll meet you where you're at. They'll say, you know what, instead of trying to ask you to go out on a Saturday, maybe they'll ask you to go out on a Friday. Or maybe they'll say, instead of us going to the club, how about we just meet up for lunch? How about we just meet up for dinner on a day where it's not going to interfere with what you're trying to do? Okay? That's it. Don't listen to everybody. Oh my goodness, all you do is work out. Every time I'm talking to you, you're working out. Can't you miss a workout? No, actually I can't because I told myself I'm going to work out at least 3 times a week. I can't miss a workout because I said I'm going to work out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because on Mondays, I don't have to pick up my kid. On Wednesdays, I get off early. And on Friday, my kid is gone for the weekend or my kid has after school so I can get this workout in. And if I miss those days, on Saturday I have my kid all day. On Thursday I have to pick up my kid early. And on Tuesday I have meetings that run me long or late after work. So no, I cannot miss the day. I can't. That's going to mess up my consistency. And there's one thing, and I think I read this in a book and it was talking about working out. And it said the way their schedule is, they don't miss 2 workouts back to back. And I've applied that to myself. And when I do miss 2 workouts back to back, it's like I start over all over again. So consistency is about not listening to others, even if they don't mean it in a malicious way. You have to learn that if you really want it, sometimes you might lose people, you might miss out on things. But ultimately, if you really want it, do you want that or do you want to not miss out? Which one do you want more? Because whichever one you want more is the thing that you're going to cater to. Consistency. And here's the thing. If you stay consistent, you will achieve the goal that you want to achieve. Sometimes we don't set realistic goals, so we have to adjust. But most of the time, when you do your due diligence, you ask yourself, why do I want this? How long can it realistically take me? If I want to do it in less time than the realistic time frame, what is that going to require of me? And then what do I have to sacrifice? And that leads me to my final point. In order to be consistent, you have to be willing to sacrifice other things, right? You might have to sacrifice going out all the time. You might have to sacrifice being on that phone call. You might have to sacrifice staying up late. But if it's worth it to meet your goal, then you might have to sacrifice. That's just what it is. Life is all about give and take, but consistency will get you to what you want to do. So be consistent realistically. All right. Okay. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below. What would you like to be consistent on, and anything else you would like to see me do? You've made it this far. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. At this point, you are already family, so join the community. Stay in the know. Be up to date with the motivation, inspiration, uplifting. You can follow me at at CartaMiaLisa on all social media, just like it is here. I made it real easy for y'all to just whoop, copy, and boop, paste it. I mean, like, there's no excuses. And y'all know how this goes. Until next time, y'all. Peace.